Hello and welcome to Module 3.2, Developing Innovative Solutions, Part 1. Does the idea of solving complex water and climate-related problems through creativity, psychology, and innovation appeal to you? Great, you are in the right place. In this module, we will introduce a popular design methodology called the user-centered design approach. This approach will allow you to develop innovative and efficient solutions for user-specific needs. We will start by giving you an overview of the user-centered design approach and then look at some businesses that have successfully adopted it. So, what is a user-centered design approach, or UCD for short? It is a methodology used to design a solution that fits perfectly with a user's inherent way of doing things, and that solves user needs in a creative and efficient way. By having the end users at the heart of the design process and really understanding what their needs might be, you have a high chance of developing a successful solution that will solve your user needs in the most efficient way. So the UCD approach follows an iterative process that builds on constant feedback in order to make the product the best possible version of itself. The first few steps of the design process are to gain a greater understanding of the problem at hand. This is usually done through involving the end user in the research process from the very beginning. And this is probably the most important part of the entire design process, since if you don't really understand your user and their needs, it's going to be harder to design a solution that fits perfectly with them. Once you've done this, you can move on to the ideation phase. This is the fun part where you get to be creative and come up with the best possible solution to the identified needs, while remembering to always have the end user in mind. Once you have an idea, you must try it out by making a prototype and testing it with the end users. It's very important to receive feedback from your end users in order to improve on the idea by going back a step, or if it's not good enough, starting from the beginning. Once you have what you think is the perfect solution, you will need to validate it, since you don't want to start spending resources and money on a solution without being absolutely sure that firstly you will be able to implement it, and secondly that it will sell amongst your end users. Here we have the three main pillars of any successful business: viability, desirability, and feasibility. Let's look at them in more detail. So, viability within the business. You want to make sure that your project meets the vision of all the people working on it, including yourself, as well as the needs of the sector, while also considering the needed financial and human resources. You should ask yourself, does my project represent my vision while at the same time satisfying an urgent need in the sector? Desirability amongst end users. Make sure that the various needs, requirements, and contexts of your end users are integrated within the design process. This will ensure the product's desirability and relevance. Ask yourself, does my project align with my end users' needs and contexts? And finally, technological feasibility. Before you even set off on your amazing project, you must first assess whether your solution is feasible on a technical level. Will you have access to all the required resources for materializing your solution? In other words, will you be able to physically bring your idea to life? And now let's look at some real-life examples. There are endless examples of successful products that have been designed through a user-centered design approach. But perhaps one that will resonate with everyone is Spotify. Spotify is a perfect example of a product that was developed with specific user needs in mind. And that was to have a space where users can have all their digital music without having to download it. Today, it continues to place the user at the center of any design decision. Think about this next time you use Spotify. Does the solution satisfy your needs? Another example is Live, Love, Recycle. It is an initiative in Beirut that was creating from a pressing need in the city to solve the waste crisis. It provides a door-to-door waste collection service upon request, adapting to individual schedules and requirements of the end users. The end users have an app where they can select when they want their rubbish to be collected. Dapco is a solar panel cleaning solution based in Jordan that has creatively identified a less obvious need: cleaning dust from solar panels. It has developed an effective solution which results in better functioning solar panels without users having to worry about cleaning them. So there you go. This was a brief introduction to the user-centered design approach. If you want to learn more, head over to Module 3.3, Developing Innovative Solutions, Part 2. Hope to see you there. Thank you.